One of the main ways that I know that Harry doesn't actually want reconciliation is when the king is going to be in Canada. This is going to be today on March 26th, and he's leaving tomorrow. What he would do if he really cared is show up. And what I mean by that is say, you know what? I'm going to go to Canada. I'm going to see if I can have some time with them. I'm going to show up out of nowhere. Yeah, do a surprise show up, crash the event, do something, show up and be like, well, I'm trying here. Well, I'm going to. He's not going to do that. He doesn't care. I think the whole reconciliation thing is off when it comes to Harry. I don't think he wants any. I think the BBC interview was a lie. As we all know, he lost, right? You and I know that. He lost the security case that day, so that was the reason for the BBC interview. But if he wanted to, what? It's right there in Canada. You can't say, oh, it's because I got to fly all the way to the UK. Oh, it's because I got to do this. Dude, all you have to do is show up. But this is why I don't think he wants to. I don't think Harry actually wants reconciliation. I think he simply wants to look like he wants reconciliation so that way people will feel sorry for him. I think it's true. I do think that Harry blames his family for Diana's death, and I think that he believes in his delusional mind, narcotics filled. He believes that the royal family somehow has it out for him, and that they're trying to get him the way that they supposedly did Diana. I do. I really believe this. But if this was to happen, which it's not going to, and the client was to just show up, it would be the biggest news to happen in 5 years. And why won't he do that? Because he doesn't actually care. That's why. As the king is coming to Canada on the 26th, there are reportedly no plans for the father and son to have a heartfelt reunion behind closed doors. See, there should be. If he was actually serious, the way that we've heard many times before, if he was actually serious about caring about his family, if he was actually serious about wanting reconciliation, he would show up because that's what you do. And I think that when you're looking at this man complain and complain and complain, he just wants to complain. He just wants to bitch and moan about his family. He doesn't want to reconcile. He doesn't want anything to do with his brother. He doesn't want anything to do with his father. He just wants to make it look like he does. So that way the public will be like, oh, look, Harry cares. Dude, if you cared, show up to whatever event Charles is hosting in Canada, because that's what it's going to be, right? If he cared, which he doesn't, show up and be seen. And then you want me to tell you what would happen? Client, I'm talking directly to you. What would happen is the entire narrative would shift. It would go from, oh, Harry's just a douchebag. He doesn't really care. He cries on his little interviews. And it would go to, oh, wow, look, Harry showed up in Canada. But they didn't allow him to. They didn't want him to because King Charles was too busy if he actually showed up. But that's why I headlined this what I did. Harry won't show up because he doesn't care.